Hello everybody, this is Riku Keyblade Master, and today, well, let's just say that I've come to a difficult conclusion that is really hitting me hard right now. As my medical condition gets worse and worse, with each passing day, when one thing improves, the rest of it gets worse. Well, let's just say that how do I put this delicately? In 2015, they told me that, well, they didn't tell me directly. They said something that, when I went and spiraled into that seizure in 2015, when I got to the hospital and they figured things out and they found the air pocket in the back of my neck, well, you see, apparently they told my mom and my sister that I was not supposed to live, I know I wasn't supposed to live past the age of 2 and whatnot, okay? But they said, they literally were like, she's only got 7 years left. And I didn't find out until 2018 when my sister took me. It was me, her mom, her mom's husband, her sister Lisa, and her 2 kids, Benjamin and Zaria. We went to Golden Corral, and what happened was we got to talking and we got on the discussion of medical conditions because her mom has some pretty bad conditions herself. She goes into seizures like I do. Well, not like I do because she constantly goes into seizures, so she's considered epileptic. Whereas my seizures are a rare occurrence at times. So I'm not classified as epileptic. You see, they told, my sister said to her mom and her sister that the doctor said I only had 7 years left on this earth. And that's really bad because you tell me that after 5 of them, you have got to be kidding. Well, 4 of them. You have got to be kidding me. That information just comes to light now? And technically, yeah, now it's been 5 years, but back then it was 4 years. So, give or take, according to their calculations, I'm only gonna have 3 to 4 more years left on this planet. But doctors aren't always right. Although my medical condition, I'm fighting my own war right now. Because it's the same thing that when my brother Lorenzo enlisted in the Marine Corps. I met his drill sergeant, Sergeant Moon, and, you know, he's like, Lorenzo talks a lot about you. Holy crap. You are one heck of a strong soldier for all the shit that you went through. Man, multiple surgeries, especially shunt surgeries, I would not even survive that. But you, I don't know how you're doing it, but keep going. You know, so I got commended right there, and I was like, whoa, Lorenzo told you all that? And he's like, yeah. And he tells me this when we go down to San Diego for his graduation from boot camp. He waits until then to tell me all this. And he's like, you know, I wish more people had half of the guts that you have. Actually, I don't even think that you can divide them in half, because you've got way more guts than anybody to survive a medical condition like that. To keep fighting the way that you do? Hell, girl, I know you wanted to join, you know, just for the sake of helping your brother, but here's the thing. You have your own battles to deal with. You have your own fights to deal with, and trust me, even though, because of how awesome you are, because of your photographic and eidetic memory, and because of your dedication and your willingness to help others, I would love to take you in a heartbeat, but I can't. Not because you're disabled, though, but because of the fact that there are so many people that need you still, and you're fighting your own war. You're fighting your own battles. You're doing your own community service, all that other jazz. You know, you're doing your own thing, and according to Lorenzo, it's not always easy for you to get up early in the morning only to feel like trash because you're not like your brothers. And you don't know, you couldn't figure out, and still can't figure out, I bet, what went wrong. Well, I eventually figured out what went wrong, but that news broke me. You see, my mom, a few years after that, my mom, of course, went out to the bar. This was when we were living with my grandma, when she was our next door neighbor, in that big house that was converted into 2 apartments. You guys remember, that was a huge clusterfuck on its own. But, anyways, see, my grandma lived next door. My Aunt Chrissy used to live in that first apartment, the big one with the thermostat that we moved into. But he's like, basically, bottom line, Sergeant Moon, you know, he was like, damn. Like I said, I wish half the people had what you have, because I swear to God, don't tell anybody I said this, but you are stronger than any other troop that I have ever recruited. Damn. You don't even need a barracks. You don't even need a fucking military uniform. You're always literally a drill sergeant. You're always literally strict. You're always literally way too strong, stronger than people even give you credit for. Man, I wish a lot of people that I took on were like you. Sure, they can see and they can assemble a gun, they can, fire a cannon, whatever. But that's not the point. The point is, they don't have the skills you have. They don't have, a lot of them had to get determination instilled in them. You had it since birth. According to Lorenzo, you weren't even supposed to live past the age of 2 years old. And you fought through that. Holy shit. No matter what goes through, you're always right there fighting it and helping others in the process, even if it injures you even more. And you go through a lot of emotional, physical, and mental pain. Hell, you already experience PTSD as it is from being in the hospitals in and out. And if you ask me, those are the marks of a true soldier. And I am not gonna lie, I have a freaking scar on the bottom of my rib cage on the right side of my body where my shunt's at, because they had to start basically right here and then go all the way up to my neck. And they used plastic shunts on me 3 times, but they've all malfunctioned. And now, due to the malfunction, it left an air pocket, which caused this problem that I'm having right now. It was originally down somewhere in the small of my back near my tailbone. Needless to say, it was below my spinal cord. I mean, it was still in my spinal cord, but it was below to where it couldn't cause any more damage. But slowly and surely, it keeps going up and up and up. Right now, my vertebrae have it stopped. But who knows how long my vertebrae can hold that thing and prevent me from getting any worse or facing imminent death. We've been trying to figure out what that thing was. When I went into that seizure in Iowa City, they said, it was a lesion. They thought it was a lesion. And then some of them thought it was a tumor. And then my grandma's like, I bet you it's an air pocket from one of your malfunctioning plastic shunts. Now, if they had put a Teflon shunt in me from the get-go, I understand I was too young at the time, and Teflon was probably not the best idea. But either way, I have a really huge allergy. I can't wear certain metal necklaces or any type of earring at all, not even clip-ons. For heaven's sakes. And that's kind of why, some of the reasons why, you don't see me wearing jewelry, because of that allergy. Now, if the necklace was metal, but it was coated, then I'm fine. Then I'm okay. And all that, and it just, yeah. But I can't believe it. 3 more years. 3 more years. I'm lucky to make it to 27. Or 28. But at least I got you guys in my corner, behind my back. And I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for being there, and I better end this here because I don't want to ramble on too long, but remember to comment, rate, subscribe to become a Keyblade wielder, and stay awesome as usual. Peace, and I love you all.